This is Kevin Krawfort from all the way Australia, and he's gonna help us out here removing those dirty old destroyed by woodworms beams, and then we're gonna replace them into new ones. We don't have them yet, we have some of it, but yeah, we will see how that goes. For now we have to kind of make a plan how we're going to remove them, how we're gonna take them out. We're probably gonna first remove all the boards, and then we have the plain beams, and then we can see how we go from there. So we are on the, what is it, first floor, attic. We enjoyed a nice view here in Peterburen together with Kevin Krawfort. And we just removed one of these beams, like the one there.
And the roof is still standing.
And the roof is still standing. Yes.
There it is.
That's perfect.
Okay.
Reinforced it first with plywood in order to take these side beams off. They're gonna be placed back later. But first we want to put this line beam in.
Ta-da.
And then we're gonna put it back. With a proud man. Nice. So you're gonna take off the last kind of support thing to be able to take off the beams. And now we have this one open space that we were aiming for at least over a year and a half, 2 years almost. So now we have all this space to walk around. We give you a lot of more extra square feet, square meters. Now we're gonna dig a hole where the cross is. And then we're gonna put that beam there. We're gonna put it in. Is that right, Kevin?
Was it this beam?
No.
Or was it this beam?
That nice, that one, yeah. So we're gonna measure it, and then we're gonna, yeah. It's nice and straight, is it?
Yeah, it looks pretty good.
And we have to put it in a way so that we only see the nice part of that wood. Okay, so the chimney is supported so far, and now we're gonna put this beam underneath. And then we're gonna screw it to those beams, and then it's all good. Then we can take off the support again.
And make the hole in the wall.
And then we run. Oh yeah, we gotta make the hole in the wall. Yeah. Okay, that's what we're gonna do first. Make the hole. Okay, so Kevin and I, we put that beam in there, and then all the support is catched by that beam in the bottom. And super happy with that, of course. We put a hole in the wall, as I said earlier, and then we put the cement in there, and then we leave the support on for tomorrow, and maybe the day after. This support can be gone, and that support can be gone. It's taken off. So that's it for today. We cleaned up quite a bit, and we want to put another beam down there too. It's going to be nice. That's probably one of these guys, the bigger one in front. That one we're going to put right in the bottom to make a nice shelf as well. Nothing is straight here in this house, so we have to kind of make a compromise about this beam here. So it's pretty cool. I'm going to have a shower, and then we're going to have some barbecue, and we're going to have a nice evening, a nice rest. I'll keep you guys updated tomorrow again. Putting the last screws in that wall there in the corner. It's a small wall, so you can remove the support. And if we remove that support, we can go ahead on the first floor to continue preparate the floor there. All right. So Kevin, what do you think of it so far?
Well, pretty weak right here. Look at this board.
Oh man.
That's pretty scary, isn't it?
It is. You don't want to
stand on that one.
support
people.
What do you think of the rest of it?
Yeah, I think it's cool, man. We just built a wall today, man.
Yeah, we did. Look at the wall.
Yeah, so, we've been tearing everything apart. It's nice to actually build something.
Exactly. Well, we go ahead with that. We're gonna build a U-shape. We're gonna enforce the wall plate.
Yeah, you see this right here? Look at all this.
Oh yeah, where?
See how it's dry? Look at this.
Oh yeah.
This is this board right here.
Oh yeah. Get it out.
we're reinforcing the wall. We're gonna make a U shape and put this board all the way across big U shape to try to reinforce this whole entire room. And you can probably see by some of the jigs that we have over here in the corner, we're kind of utilizing hillbilly architecture. Think about right there.
Yeah. Looking good, Kevin. Oh, yeah, you need to higher, I think.
52?
I think too, yeah, try to. It's like you doing all the work now.
You've got a good eye there, though. You've got a good eye.
Now you probably have to lower it a little bit on the handles. Yeah, oh, hold on. Okay, so now we're preparing that beam to put in there, and then we wanted to do that so we can secure the beam to the wall with some anchors in the corners for sure, but also we want to anchor it on this wall, and just over there, put a few anchors in there. And then what happens is that we can, on the top floor here, we can remove the other anchors that goes in an angle, because we need to put a beam in there as well on the wall plate. So we have to enforce the wall plate, and it goes in a U shape like Kevin already told us before. So to put that beam in, then these posts are in the way. So I think I'm going to screw that beam temporarily to the floorboards. Then we can remove those stems. So then this beam will be floating in the air. It's only temporary. And then we're going to put this beam that Kevin nicely painted. We can put that against the wall. And then we can, well, we're going to put it there on the ground, of course. And then we're going to put those posts back on the spot. And then, well, then we maybe the beam has to dry a little bit more, but then we can put a strap around the beam, and then we have a pulley, electric pulley, and we pull it up. But we have to make sure that we put it up off the side, off the middle, somewhere here, nice to the window. And then one side goes up first, and it goes in that hole, and then we push it in that hole far enough that we can pull the other end up and push it in that hole, and then there'll still be enough space there for how you call it, supporting the beam. Yeah. And then we put an anchor there as well, and we don't put an anchor here in the wall because we're going to put an iron beam all the way across where all the beams are resting on, and they're going to be anchored on that beam, on the metal beam. So far so good. I think it's now.
The wedge?
Just the wedges
Just
enough?
the wedge. Yeah, we need only a tiny little bit raising.
Okay.
Rising, rosing. You put it in there.
You want me to raise it, lift it up?
No,
first?
don't raise it, but just bang the wedge in there.
Tell me when.
Do you see it rising if you put it in?
Right now.
Okay, stop. Happy man.
That wasn't too much energy. Well, we're putting our very last section of the U in, and we used a electric winch to get it up here through the gaps in the floorboard. It went pretty smoothly. We have a notch on either end to notch this into the other existing beams, and now we just have to shave like maybe 2 millimeters off the end of that to get it to fit like a glove, and then we put our.
How come? Did you do a miscalculation?
I think it's the paint thickness, you know, when I painted.
Oh yeah, you paint fair.
I think that's what it was. Yeah. So then we put these supports in, and
What are those? Just like the storm anchors?
yeah, these are anchors that go against the wall. They go like this, and then this side is on top of the beam. But in this case, we have another beam below right here that's going to be in our way, so we're going to have to put them up this way and bend this over.
Yeah.
Because it's, you know, because they should be shorter about like this.
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
that's something we'll try to do in place.
Cool. Okay. Cool. And then when this is in, we've done with the U shape.
I think we can take the floorboards off.
Then we can take the floorboards off. Yeah.
Yeah, then we can get the beams that I don't know what's keeping this up, because the beams are really rotting at the end.
They're very rotting.
At the end, so.
Everything basically is resting on that beam there.
Yeah.
with that big beam on, and then we create a support underneath this support that holds up the whole roof, and then we will let that go at the moment when this beam is mounted in place. So we're going to do that with threaded bars as much as we can put in. We drill holes all the way through the beam to the other side, and we put a thread in there. And I have very thin fingers, so I put these little nuts and the washer behind it.
And we have just the exact amount of nuts and washers, so if you drop one behind the wall,
they're gone.
They're gone.
Then we have to wait another day just to get supplies in. Okay, so first thing first, knock off that notch in the end so it will fit. Cool.
clear path to cut the boards off.
Okay, perfect.
Except for when we get to the beam down here at the end.
Yeah. So I got a nice view here, all the
Wow.
way to the chimney.
Okay.
Okay, so you able to separate those boards
Yeah,
from
I'm
that?
getting my crowbar and hammer here.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get my breath for a second.
Oh yeah. I think I'm coming up there.
Okay.
See what's going on. There you go.
Go.
It's going and it's going. It does. Wow, man, look at these beams. Wow, they're hollow on the inside. I think for a minute they're like almost two connected, but in the end it's a little better, but that's not connected. It's just one beam and then somehow it starts to get rotten in there. So let's see how the next one looks like.
I'm gonna cut this beam by two parts. It takes to get it
Okay.
out of there.
Okay.
And then if we clear that out, then we can get this support up here
Oh, yeah.
with the
That's ready to go.
spans underneath it, and that'll support these boards.
Yeah.
And then we can cut a strip off and then get this beam off.
Yes. And
That's our
then,
goal, is to get this beam off that's on the wall that's rotten.
yeah.
And we're gonna replace it with the beam that's down here below me.
Yeah. Cool. Okay. So you can see what we're doing.
And also, you protect my eyes from dust, but they're not the total dust proof glass.
You don't want to get dust in your eyes. Okay.
Are you thinking about here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Totally.
All right, here we go.
There you go. I think you have to cut first the other one.
So I'll cut that right here.
Oh. Okay, that was already one gone.
That was unexpected.
Yeah, yeah. I knew they were kind of loose, but sorry about that.
As long as the beam thickness doesn't come down.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now you can probably pull it off easy on the other end.
Okay.
Yeah, it's coming. Nice.
Just a hole into the other wall on this side.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
well,
can see the other wall.
Okay, then we can.
Okay, you got the crowbar? Can I get this one off?
If you hold your hands on the long end, you probably can just
Okay.
push it up.
Let me try it.
Push it up first. Yeah. There you go.
That was easy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
Good.